You're spooking me again, Aaron. Why are you spooking me like this? Why are you spooking me? Poor innocent Fearless being spooked. Even the thing tried to get ya, but computer didn't want to cooperate. Were you going to join the voice chat and spook me before I even hit the live button? Wow, that's next level trolling. Wow. Wow. Good thing the computer saved me. You're going to blurt me? Oh. You're going to blurt me? I'm getting assaulted by zombies, and I'm not even doing anything yet. I think everything's trying to spook me, you know? We're just sitting here, setting up stream, and then all I hear is a noise. I don't know if that came through on stream, but just imagine, you know, the really aggressive zombie noises they make, you know? Kind of rude, honestly. Hold on, I'm cleaning my glasses. I gotta put my glasses on for this one. The completely autonomous rocket and bamboo farm carb is done on CourageCraft. I want to see the carb farm. I mean, if you need more stone or deep slate, I probably am. Unfortunately, I'm really gonna need black stone. That's what I think is gonna be the pinch point for MrFearless on building the evil castle. But that's okay. I need more netherite anyway, so I might have to go mining. How do I make crying obsidian, by the way? Is there a way to craft this? Crying obsidian? There's gotta be, right? I never even looked at the recipe. I didn't even think about it until I'm looking at the blocks I need. You don't what? Oh, a barter farm. That might be. That might be a smart idea. I like that idea. I like barter farm. That would be a fun mini project. I like that. Let's test the bots again. See if they woke up. Only Nightbot is working. One of the bots is asleep on duty. That. Close that. Close that. I don't need those tabs open. I think we're good. Should we go look at the carb farm? Let's go full screen as well. I want to see the carb farm. Sköll, not Sköll. Sorry. Hygiene. Where's the carb farm hiding? I need to test it again. Let's see. Ancient City. Oh, all the way in your base? Okay. So this is CourageCraft. This is my patron server. We're going to be on SlackVille here in a minute, but, you know, whenever I get an update about something crazy happening, I gotta see, you know? It's my world. I can log on whenever I want. And I do have my coffee. It might have been a mistake to drink coffee this late. It is almost... Well, it is a minute to 9 p.m. at my time. And I tend to be quite the insomniac if I drink coffee too late. So maybe we'll hold off on the coffee. But it's a really nice cup, you know, and I'll keep it in front of me for ambiance, you know. It's taking a very long time to go through the nether. That's kind of rude, you know. I got places to be. Which way is the hygiene tunnel? We need to get these labeled. I don't like that. I don't like teleporting. Not a big fan. Oh, so you're down the sweetest tunnel. Oh, it's time for me to take my medication. Hold on. I gotta be a good fearless today. Give me a second. I'm back. Sorry about that. I have to take my my anti-ouchie pills. Okay, let's see. Which way is... I mean, it should be obvious. I think his tunnel has, like, skulls in it. Yeah. My skulls, to be specific. You know, a barter farm might really work well with the kind of stuff that I want to be doing on SlackVille. So, that's going to be a good start. But I guess it's over here where he's standing. You know, if I had a hunch. And jumping. I could have climbed through that, but I thought it'd be funnier to fly over, you know? Ooh, look at that! The carb farm in action. All the rockets we'd ever need. How fast is it? That's a lot of... Oh, you're even crafting it into blocks of bamboo. All the wood you could ever need. That's really cool. I love that. You know, we do have a couple of farms around the world for gunpowder, and I think we even have some bamboo farms. But we've not really taken advantage of the new auto-crafter to do it all at once, you know? He was showing me this in creative. I think am I too close to where the creepers spawn? Probably, if I had to guess. But they land there. And then they get stabbed. By that, the trident killer right there, right? So they pop in that minecart, then that minecart kicks them out to right there on that pressure plate. That pressure plate activates the trident killer, which is up here. Then they get pushed by the water into the honey block. Honey blocks, they look like a full block, but they're actually 1 pixel less. So they get just close enough the trident can beat them up, you know? Like the best of every world. And the XP gets 8 by that, so you don't have to worry about the XP. It's a Sköll catalyst. Oh, there it goes! Oh, yeah, I'm not too close. I didn't know if it was too close up here, but you saw it in action for a second there. I almost missed the action. It's all automatic. And then over here, he has a bamboo farm. You know, just one of those standard ones where you break the bamboo and you let it fall, and then it gets sucked up by these mine carts. The real magic happens down there. You know, if I had my spyglass, I would look at those a little bit closer. But there's 2, maybe 3 crafters. I think that's another crafter right there. Yeah, it is. That don't do all the crafting, no. and they spit it out in here. You get the bamboo blocks here. And then probably another crafter around here somewhere. Right there. And that combines the bamboo and the gunpowder from the creepers into one big happy family of rockets. This really is the use case for the crafters. The ultimate use case. Combining different types of farms, right? The bamboo and the gunpowder into one farm. You know, one mega farm. And he even has it here, so it's like a dual output as well. You're not just getting your delicious, delicious carbs over here in the form of rockets. You're also getting your bamboo. You know, a wonderful combination. Amazing design. Bots spoil my chat too much. What if I just turned the bots off? Would the chat get too lonely? I can't turn that one off. Well. I have to significantly change the settings to turn that one off. Okay, we're at the wait. Zoned out? Well, we got carbs, so it all works out. They're right here. Yummy, yummy carbs. And if this is the carbs right here, are these the nice fans? You know, is this some olive oil? It's green. You look at the creeper part from the scaffolding. Well, let's go up. Oh, from over here. I did notice you're using the tinted glass, right? I picked up some bamboo. You know, I got a little reward for it. Ooh, this is a good spot to see it from. So, tinted glass is this stuff here. The light can't go through tinted glass, right? But you can see through it. So, it's excellent for a mob farm, where light would normally ruin all the fun. They spawn down there. Let's see, let me see if I could deduce how it's actually working. So, do the buttons change them? Hello, Have Studio on YouTube. Hello, hello. Hello. Slabs. I think that's water right there. It's kind of hard to see, but there's water right there. You know, he did show me this working in person, you know. About as in person as online gets. Hygiene has left the game! He's left us here to our own devices. I feel like I said your name wrong, Have Studio. Who was it? Was it Haves? Haves? Can't remember. You told me how to pronounce your name, but I don't know. Saying words was never my strong suit. It's more like writing them down. And even then, I can't spell to save my life. I really like this design, you know, the combining all the things together. Oh, you know what? He actually also has the bamboo all the way around. Right? It's not just on one side. At first, I thought it was only on one side. Fascinating. And you can hear the pistons constantly moving back and forth. With the A... Gotta refill design, because that's not a... But the A pronounced like A in apple. Apple halves. Apes? Apple. No, it's apple. So you are halves. Like half? No! Hi, Jade, it's not safe up here. Okay, you're trying to get me murdered. During stream? What are you doing to me? Nice block floor, packed ice in the middle with trapdoors and water on top. So this is packed ice, and that's regular ice? Buttons on ceiling. Okay. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, though. Oh, could I actually end up in the bamboo? Oh, it's bamboo and sugarcane. Okay, you're grabbing both, of course, because you have to grab the sugarcane for the rockets. Fascinating. You're double dipping with the bamboo, though. Oh, beans. I really like this farm. Creepers spawn on the ice and pathfind to the packed ice. Get caught in the water stream and fall to try to kill her. Do they not like ice? The mobs not like regular ice. Do they prefer to stand on packed ice? Is that how it works? If that's true, now that is innovative. Reminds me of a design I did a long, long time ago with buttons and farm designs, because you could have entirely redstone-less mob farms. Mobs would think buttons were a block they could stand on, and they would walk into the button and then fall. Normally, mobs don't fall unless they're chasing a player, or they get pushed. Obviously, they prefer not to take fall damage. So by having them think a block is there when it's not, you could trick them to falling into random places. Cool beans. I even got 2 souvenirs. Look at that. My friend is going to subscribe, so you're going to gain a new subscriber. Well, welcome, friend. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. And that's a YouTube subscribe, by the way. Not a Twitch subscribe. Ooh, do I have don't. What I want to do is make a spyglass for here, just while we're here. While I can still remember. That's still not the right pickaxe. There we go. Wow, that's a lot of shards from one little thing. I just have to grab some copper. Do I have any copper? No, I don't have any copper in hand, but I'm sure we have it somewhere. In fact, I know where to get copper. I'm trying to think of where a good place to get it would be. We have copper back home. They prefer not to be on transparent blocks. Fascinating. So they would they do the same thing with ice? I mean, no. Would they do the same thing with glass? Slabs? Like, would they do the same thing with an upside down slab? Stair blocks. I think they could survive in the bottom half of a stair block. Right? Like, if you had an upside down stair block, could they spawn in that? I think so. Or a slab. Placed at ground level? Like these guys? Like, say, for example, this is not ground level, but if I break it down here, you know, and I place my slab right there, a mob could stand on that, but is that transparent? Does that count? I'm digging a hole. Zenfree? Welcome! We're looking at all sorts of cool farm designs on CourageCraft. And then we're going to jump onto SlackVille and work on my castle. That's your friend? Whoa! Welcome. Hoping you're cheesing along today. What are you guys up to today on this wonderful Thursday? Maybe it's not Thursday, you know? I always forget that with the internet, you can talk to anyone anywhere. It's one of the beauties of the internet. No matter where you're from, you know, you can meet anyone. Some of my best friends that I ever made are people I would never have met in real life, you know? The internet is such a wonderful place like that. You can meet all sorts of amazing people all around the world. Introduced to cultures you may never know otherwise. I got some copper. You know, I got weathered copper. I'll just... No! There we go. I think that should be enough, right? I just need... something like this. Yeah! Look at that! We got our spyglass! Now we can zoom in as if we were, you know, playing with Optifine on Java, you know? I think they have greater zoom levels with Optifine. But, you know, they don't get a snazzy spyglass. I mean, they do. They have that on Java. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, if you don't use the spyglass, you don't get to roleplay like being a pirate, you know? Like if I switch skins, and hopefully I don't get murdered by something. You know, look at this. It doesn't really... It doesn't really work. I only have one eye. I've got the minion eye, right? You can see it blink. I put the spyglass up. I'm putting it over to the left. Or, sorry, left where we're facing, but my character's right. I don't know. I find that so funny. But Hygiene, your idea with the transparent blocks is sort of inspired me to maybe go on my own adventure. I want to get back into the farm thing, Been dabbling in redstone again. First time in a long time where I've been building my own redstone contraptions, which you could find just a few of them on my YouTube channel, and there'll be more. I'm recording another one. Maybe to be released next week. This week's been pretty tight because everything crazy is going on in MrFearless land. But, definitely next week. Where we get all sorts of cool stuff back out again. A next episode of SlackVille, where I'm going to hopefully remodel my base, my temporary base, and start work on my mega build, right? Speaking of mega build, let's log on to the amazing SlackVille, because we have a massive build we're working on together. You, the viewers, and I. No, wrong world. Oops. You, the viewers, and I. Here. He's with me right now. We hang out. That's really cool. That's really cool. You guys know each other in real life. That's nice. So here we are in SlackVille. This is not as pretty as it could be, but this is my little mob farm. We did this on stream and in my last video on SlackVille. I did modify the killing chamber a little bit, thanks to some viewers on stream. It was really messed up. The killing chamber was not killing, it's supposed to do that. That's how you get XP, but it didn't want to. If I turn the lights off, right? We're using in my pack it's called mirrored glass. I said it earlier. Thick glass? It's the stuff made with that amethyst that I was holding actually a little bit ago. Light doesn't go through it. So you can have it in a mob farm and things can still spawn, but you can see inside, right? If I stand right here, dudes drop in from the ceiling. Oh, I didn't. Oops. Hold on. They drop into the ceiling. And then we stab them. And we get all the XP we need. Hello, Yellow Rosa on Twitch. How's it going? Do you like my eye? Might be easier to poke me in the eye, Maybe that's my one weakness in this form. That, and because I would, I only have one eye, it's really hard to wear an eye patch. Like a pirate. Doesn't work as well as I would like it to be. But I do have a really nice mohawk, so maybe some things do work out. You see? You see my mohawk above the crown? Okay. Yeah, but this design actually works pretty well for what it does, Just turning two spawners into an XP farm, essentially. And I think I would do a very... Oh, I need to turn the lights back on. Hold on. I'm gonna do a very short video on this try to killer. Free XP without lifting a finger. A wonderful design. Just gotta wait for them all to be stabbed. There we go. Forked up, because it's a fork after all. Oh, you know what? I was going to put an item frame. Yeah, there we go. I don't got any glowing item frames. I think they look way cooler than regular ones. But we gotta make do with what we have. I think I do have... Oh, there's another dude! What are you doing? No. No dudes. Thank you, but no thank you. Something like that. There we go. Okay, no more guys are spawning. Yeah? Perfect. Let's go upstairs. And maybe we'll switch back to my regular skin, This one has, an interesting aesthetic to it. But I prefer the plain and simple. Look at that. I match my cape now. Or I should say the cape matches me now. My skin is way older than this cape is. I saw a meme. I know. The memes. I saw a meme on Reddit about, people's skins being way simpler than they were in the past these days. The truth is, I've had this skin for 10 years now. It's everyone else that's copying the perfect aesthetics of MrFearless. That could be the only explanation. Everyone, apparently, I don't know. I don't know if it's true, it's a meme. But everyone has really simple skins. One color, maybe a face. But look at that. It took me 5,000 hours to craft that left eye right there 10 years ago. I think it came out perfectly, 5,000 hours for left eye, but, because it's symmetrical, you get the right eye for free. No, I don't want to go up that way. Let's go up through the wall, you know? I don't exactly have a water elevator, but it is a water, and it goes up, so... kind of like a water elevator. You are better than me at Minecraft. That's the beautiful thing about Minecraft, Zen-free, is you don't need to be good at it to have fun, you know? I'm too busy goofing and gaffing and having a lot of fun every time I play. And I think that's the sole purpose of playing video games in the first place. Why play if you're not having fun, you know? And if that means doing something silly or building a dirt house or living in your basement and making a murder basement down below, I mean, what's stopping you, you know? Have fun. Play the game the way you want. And what I want right now is more lava. More spicy orange juice. Because we need to work on a couple of projects simultaneously. One of them is over here in the nether. Excuse me. We have our nether tunnel to work on, you know? Oh, my pickaxe is not looking so good. Maybe I'm gonna have to repair it at my repairing station. That's why I built it after all, right? We're gonna have to break it in and actually use it for once, instead of just marveling at it. If I do something like that, we're slowly filling in the left and right of here with all the spicy orange juice we can muster. Yeah, we'll be taking it all the way back there. And then we'll cover this layer in orange glass. One of the problems with lava in the nether, ever since the nether update, is striders spawn. Striders are those little pink dudes that shake when they get out of lava. You can also ride them. They wouldn't be too bad, you know? Not the end of the world if they spawn. But they can also spawn with pigs on their back, you know? And that could be a problem. I don't really want piggies loose in the nether. I'd feel kind of bad. So, by covering the lava in glass, we still get the nice, beautiful orange of our spicy orange juice. But we don't have to deal with anything spawning in them and causing trouble, you know? Nothing will spawn in glass, thankfully. And because the glass is right above the lava, the striders don't really have room to spawn. I think, anyway. Maybe I should have tested that more. Sometimes mobs do spawn with their heads in transparent blocks. Then maybe this is not a foolproof idea. But I've already placed my lava down here, so I'm not moving it. I know, it is delicious orange juice. It hurts, though, you know, it's a little spicy, right? I think someone put some jalapenos in the orange juice. You know? Hurts a little bit. My skin barely changes color. I'm so red. That when I burn, I barely change color. Somehow I go more red when I burn. But, yeah, it's a little spicy, you know? Like I said, someone put some jalapenos in my orange juice, and I never forgave them. But that's like a little mini project we can work on while we're doing the big work, which is working on our mega base. Don't mind that. That's for the next video. I'll put in a secret door. Love secret doors. Okay. We gotta get the zombos out of here. The undead sort of make everything hard, you know? Let's go sleep the undead away. Who's who here? Bird, hello! How's it going? What's up, bud? You know, the next thing I'm excited for, Bird, is building over there in the spawn district. You know, I want to prototype some builds up and have a little bit of fun over there. Okay. You're cheating, bud. You're not supposed to have armor on. You're supposed to burn in the daylight. How did he hit me? He wasn't supposed to hit me. That's kind of rude. Oh, do you like my bed? Yeah, my texture pack has unique beds. I think almost every bed has a unique texture. Let's go back and look. Yeah, it has my face on it. It's my bed, you know? Imagine having your own face on your bed sheets in real life. I don't know. That sounds like quite the strange flex, honestly. And I didn't even make that bed. So someone made that texture and gave it to me. And I'm like, why not? Work on my tunnel first. I'm working hard on it, you know? I place 4 lava there every 2 days. I'll be done with it in at least the next century. That's spit fast when it comes to MrFearless time. But no, I'll have it done. Maybe we should pop into creative for a little bit, you know? Look at some things, right? We got plans, big plans. Am I right, Doggo? I think we're gonna name him Cheetah. We need to get a name tag for him. Yeah, pretty fast. Yeah. Think of it, at our tunnel now? Oh! Should I? I mean, I was about to jump and look at my tunnel, but maybe we should take a peek at birds first. I think they're my neighbors, so it shouldn't be too hard. Speed is key on SlackVille, you know? My skin isn't a snail. Not yet, anyway. When are they gonna add snails to Minecraft, you know? Imagine being able to ride a snail, a giant snail in Minecraft. I mean, our bees are massive. Have you ever seen a Minecraft bee? You see how big they are? They're bigger than my Minecraft character's head. Those bees are huge. Imagine getting stung by like one of those in real life. No wonder it does so much poison damage. I think they're over here. My neighbor Reno's right over here, you know? I'll roleplay as Ned Flanders and come over and ask for some sugar. That's Jen's. And fan. This looks pretty fancy. There we go! Okay. Ooh. The nice mangrove wood. So that's one of the new woods, or is that cherry? Well, let's grab one real quick. It is cherry. Okay, I thought it was mangrove for a second, but it's cherry. Cherry wood has a really unique texture compared to all the other woods in the game, which I really appreciate, you know? Got this weird zigzag pattern, almost. I think that's tough right there. That's tough walls. Obsidian. Ooh, you got the purple frog lights. Whatever color that is. Verdant or something, probably. Mangrove fences, I'm guessing. Or those cherry fences. No, they're not pink enough to be cherry. They gotta be mangrove. Or are they netherrack? I don't have a lot of blocks to pillar up. Yeah, hold on. Hold on, guys. I want to pillar up and take some blocks. We're gonna poke at their wall to figure out what it's made of. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of this anyway because we're having a different color wall. We're not keeping netherrack as the color. Or raw meat blocks. I want you guys to think about what the nether is made of every time you go in the nether, okay? Listen to the noise it makes when you step on it. Squish, squish, squish. It's flesh. I'm sorry, guys, but we're in the flesh dimension. We're living in a giant meatball. So, it's raw meat. At least that's what my pack says. So, now we can pillar up. Just a scooch. And then we can see what that is. I think it's brick. I think it's the nether brick. Yeah, meatloaf. Meatloaf. No, is it? No, this is just regular. Is this a nether brick? Red nether brick. This is a regular nether brick. It's not raw. No. Because of course the red stuff is raw. It's not been cooked all the way. Of course. It all makes sense. But that's a really interesting pattern. You guys always find a really interesting pattern to use in Minecraft. I actually really like your floor the most, though. I love the different blues you got going on. Okay. Oh, is it the red and the blue? Because that's like the theme of your base. Bird and Helen's colors. You got the red walls and the blue floor. I'm starting to see what you're putting down. Oh, are these all tough blocks? I've been playing with the new tough blocks. I'll have to show you when I'm creative. Tough is such a fun block. It's kind of hard to find, right? But once you do find some, I think it's really cool. This is like their chiseled block. What's it called? This is chiseled tough. And then there's another one that looks really cool. It's like a big fabric. I don't know how else to describe it. But they come in these like stone brick forms, and the walls. They actually look really cool because they're sort of green, you know, like overgrown. I think they would look great in some sort of like ancient temple of some kind because they're just like that nice tinge of green. I think they're one of my new favorite blocks. I was watching a B00, you know, one of those HermitCraft types, and he was showing off some of that, saying it's his new favorite block, and I think he's won me over. I think Tough is an amazing block. I don't have a lot of it on here, but I might use a little bit in my build. Just because it's such a nice block, you know? I really love this design. I think it's a really interesting design, mostly because he uses blocks in combinations I wouldn't even think of. And again, that's every base. Every time I come to Helen and Bird's area, or anything they build, that's what I think of. I would never use these blocks together, and somehow they make it work. You're logging off tonight. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful night, bud. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful combination. But let's jump into creative real quick. We're gonna do that inside my base. I don't like logging out in the nether. You know, playing Minecraft for about 10 years, you tend to learn not to log off in the nether when you can. You can only log off in places where you're not going to die horrible, hideous death. And my base isn't that safe, but it's probably a safe place, I know. So if we log off here, just for a moment, we could go into creative. One of the things I want to look at here, since we were talking about the nether tunnel design, is this. So we were just looking at the nether tunnel. I need to change it up a little bit. Maybe we'll do that a little bit today. You know, jumping in and out of creative when we can. But this is sort of like the prototype for my design. I don't like it as it is, but you know, it sort of got the thinking going. And I may be modifying it slightly. Something like this. I'm gonna play the design a little bit, but that's the idea. I want these sweeping, icy tentacles in here with the lava on either side, you know? We already had the door. You saw a little bit that on SlackVille, the outside door. But we'll do the same thing on the inside here, around my portal. Now, I think we could do something really interesting with this. And we might do something really interesting right now, actually. I need to see if my computer will actually render this properly. But if we go like this, we'll see if it works. It's because all the flash might eat you. It might eat me. You're not wrong. Are you a Discord mod? I own my own Discord. So, maybe? Probably? You could find my Discord. Where's the button? I forgot. That did show up on stream. I'm glad that did. If we go... Discord! Yeah, I have my own Discord. And we're playing on SlackVille. You can also join that if you want to join a Discord. You know, you brought it up. You essentially invited yourself to get some cheese. But this tool is a wonderful tool that I've been looking for, or I used to be on the lookout for a really powerful tool. No, hold on. I used to look for a really powerful tool to give me the ability to modify Minecraft in ways that you really can't do normally, like in creative mode and stuff. And there is a Bedrock editor now, and I really haven't tested that. It's one of the things I want to do. But this tool has been the tool that I've used forever to modify Minecraft, my Minecraft worlds. It works on Bedrock and Java, and it will even let you convert one to the other. It's an excellent tool. What is going on? No. I have the world open. Hold on. Can't do that. That's number one rule of using this tool. You can't do that. And if we go here... Gary, hello! How's it going? Let's do the Gary wave. Gary, you haven't waved at me the last couple times. You're making me sad. Where's the arms? You know, I need to make a sad Fearless skin for all the times you don't wave at me. Wait, hold on. Can I do my sad Fearless? Oh, I said no. There we go, Gary. Okay, we don't have to do the sad one anymore. There we go. But this tool, this is the same world we were just looking at a moment ago in creative. This allows me to edit my Minecraft worlds and do lots of really cool things. One of the things it's allowed me to do is iterate on my Minecraft redstone designs. I could grab one. Like these are some doors I'm working on for a video, both for SlackVille and for a tutorial. These are some very thin, slim Minecraft redstone doors. I'll show you them when I get back into the world, but you know, I can just copy one of these designs, paste it over, make some modifications, make it slender, more slender, thinner, cheaper, easier to build, stuff like that. But for a pretty build like this, we could do really cool things, you know? Like, for example, maybe I want that wall to be filled in, yeah? So I could go fill, grab. So I've grabbed the black concrete here. and I can fill that space. I mean, you can do that in, in the game, but you don't have to run commands. You don't have to play with anything strange. Just wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I'm done, right? With the design. We got a new follower. Welcome to the Fearless family, Magic Man. I hope you're having a cheese-tastic day today. I sound like the kid from the Polar Express. People have said that before. So was about to be a snack? Am I a snack? What was that noise? Gary! No! Disconnected something important. I was actually looking at my computer. Gary! No! What are you doing to me, Gary? I was looking at my computer. Your mouse disconnected. It was not my mouse. I thought it was, but it was Gary playing the mouse disconnect noise. Gary's over here trolling me. But, now I filled in that wall. Gary! I got it. What do you got? Bird's going in for a heist with 2,000 G's. Okay, what I wanted to do before Gary started trolling me is I wanted to actually grab this whole build, right? I could grab this whole thing. Watch this. This is crazy. Right? Grab this whole thing, minus the lava, because we're going to keep the lava where it's at. And then we're going to move it up a block. So I can put it in the glass floor above my spicy orange juice. Yeah? Like that. So now everything's gone except for the lava. Well, no. Gary! Why you guys played so many times? You're supposed to behave. What are you doing to me? I'm chaotic enough as it is. Okay, guys are gonna drive me insane with the noise. Look at my poor innocent face. You can't see it, but it's there somewhere. Gary says what? What? What you did is you're playing the weird noises. How could you? You're trying to break my focus here. This is the most productive stream we've ever had, and you're trying to break my focus. But if we go like this, I have. What did it do? It's mad at me now. I'll re-highlight the area like this, and then go up one block, up another block. So now we have that space a little bit tighter like that. And like this. I found one you might get a laugh out of. You still play the Xbox 360 version? That is amazing. That is amazing. You were right. I really like that one. Okay, now we got to search for orange glass. I was gonna say that I actually almost started playing on the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. It was so close, Glass. Not change what type of glass it is. Stained glass. Orange. This is not disturbing. We're innocent here. Sweet innocent. That's my motto. Nothing ever goes wrong in a Fearless stream. Nothing ever goes wrong. Did I fill in the lava by accident? Well, I guess we'll see. But now, I've lifted the whole thing up. I've changed the color. If I wanted to, I could grab this piece and start putting it in here to tile it. I'm not done with that piece, so we're not going to do that right now. But, this is just one of my favorite tools for modifying the game that I use. I use it all the time when I'm building stuff. Now we need to go back to the game. Again, we can't have them open at the same time. What? What? What does that mean? Guys, I'm confused. All I know is that's not my cheese. You've played since 2010. I've played since 2015, 2014. They're not quite as long. And mostly because, you know, this version of Minecraft, I'm playing a version called Bedrock. It didn't exist. At least in a full playable state until way later, you know? When I started playing this version of Minecraft was called Pocket Edition back. Are you guys making glass breaking noises? Team notifications down? I thought that was Among Us. Or was it Steam? Yeah, I played Alpha Pocket Edition. Yes. Cheese tag? I think I am getting Chuck E. Cheese. I really am. I don't know what's happening. I'm confused. I played what version? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't remember because I didn't... Back then, I didn't write down what version I was playing. So I just played whatever version sounded cool. It wasn't until later that I started, like, getting into the patch notes and getting excited for new features. The first time I realized when I was playing was, like, Beta 15. But I've played it long enough to have played with another reactor. I have a world that has the pre-stonecutter stonecutter. We used to have our own stonecutter block. It didn't do anything. It was just a decorative block, but I do have a world with it. I don't have a world with the other reactor. I'm so sad I never placed it down. I kept it because it would be a really nice block to look at. I think I could get it in Amulet. If I look for it, I could probably find another reactor and place it. But that's not quite the same as having placed it in-game using this menu. You know, searching it for in creative mode. That was an Among Us noise! Cheese tax puppy songs. What? What is a cheese tax puppy song? What are you guys doing to me? What's a cheese tax? What's a cheese tax? I had another reactor core in game using tool blocks. Yeah, you could grab it using other tools because it's still programmed. It's still there, kind of. I wanted to grab a flint steel. I had to relate that because I broke it. But now, you know, now we got the glass. I think the glass does add an ambiance. You know, it's funny. I was watching the Roadwork Ahead guy earlier. I forget the name of his channel. Danny Gonzalez? No. Drew Gooden. I was actually watching his YouTube channel earlier. It's Uncanny Valley. What are you doing? Get out of my head. You guys are in my head. That was not a cow moo. Diablo 2 cow moo? That's not what that noise was. That was not a cow moo. I'm sorry. I'm protesting. That was not a cow. Did that sound like a cow? Was that a cow? You get the Minecraft education items using the same thing. Oh, that's interesting. So you could just grab the different blocks for education edition. That's what I'm saying. But I keep trolling me. Poor innocent fearless getting trolled by whatever that. But the cheese tax. Okay, we're going over here. We're in serious land now. Okay. That was a cow moo. Was that an actual cow or did someone play? I thought that was a real cow. I actually thought... I forgot. I turned off spawning in this world, so there's no cows. But I thought it was one. Guys, what are you doing to me? Okay, I'm serious here. We're trying different redstone design. So this is actually... No, this one is the one I actually did a tutorial on. You know, it's got like 5,000 views or something. This is the design that I've used. You know, I was just talking about how I played the game for like 10 years. Well, this is the design I've used as a secret door for 10 years. Ever since I started playing Minecraft. I can actually show you on an old world that I have that door. Maybe I should. You know, let's not jump from too many worlds. What's my favorite block or item in the Minecraft Education editions? I like the ones with just letters on them. I think they're kind of funny. Like, I think there's an iron block that's just Fe or something like that. Or aluminum. That's just, what's the atomic symbol for aluminum? I can't remember. Those kind of ones are kind of silly. We won't jump into another world, but trust me, I've used this design for a very, very, very long time. The more you know. With Minecraft damage? I'm in creative mode. I can't. It doesn't work on me. But I love this sign because you just throw an item as a hopper and it opens the door, you know? And it's super simple. I mean, look at this. It has 2 repeaters, a comparator, and a torch. This is just a slightly different design. I think this is the OG one right here. Okay? Just a comparator, a torch, 5 redstone dust, and 2 repeaters. Such a marvelously simple design. Of course, it also has the hoppers and the chest and pistons, but it doesn't get easier than this, you know, and making a really cool design. A flush piston door. And you can even open it from the outside by pulling the block out. And I've been working on other designs. Originally, I was going to use the new block. This guy here is the newest family of blocks in Minecraft. It's the copper ball. And these designs do work, but they're really expensive, you know. Copper bulbs are making everything more expensive. But it does work. So I went back to the classics, you know, and I came up with, well, this design here. This looks like a flush wall, but we throw a block. No, wait, hold on. No, wait. We throw, and it opens. Wow, look at that. The magic. And then from in here, we can close the door, or we can open it back up again by putting a block in there. We do need a stair there to access the hopper, but, you know, and it's also super cheap, you know. It's only 2 blocks deep, unlike the other one, which was 3 blocks deep. So just 2 blocks deep, you know. And I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 redstone dust, a bunch of torches, a bunch of repeaters. Well, actually, only 1 repeater. 1 repeater, 1 comparator, and a bunch of torches. And 3 observers because of how it's set up. So there's 1 there, and then 1 there. But I'm very happy, you know, getting back into the redstone stuff again. I just love secret doors, you know. Having a secret base is so cool. Imagine nobody knows where your base is, you know. And then you just throw an item on the ground and the door opens up. Then from inside, you pull the item back out. And all of a sudden, your door's closed again, you know. And if we look, it's as if the door was never there. I used to do all sorts of flush door designs all the time when I first started playing all those years ago. Because there was no good design for redstone stuff on Bedrock. There's nobody doing any designs. Nothing cool at all. You know, I was inspired by a guy, I forget his name, but he had like a deer skin. But he played on the console. He didn't play on the phone edition. So I was stuck making my own designs. And now that the phone edition is sort of like we've inherited the phone edition's code. So it's the same redstone I did all those years ago. You know. And get back into the swing of things, playing with all the different redstone mechanics, seeing how different blocks work, playing with stuff like the lamps are really nice. A really interesting block, you know. And I've written notes to myself, so if I ever come back here, I can read them and re-understand what I've learned again. Or playing with flush doors like this as well, a secret lever door. They're a lot harder to do on Bedrock than on Java, but, you know. Here's a secret lever design, or, you know, a useless lever. You place lever and it breaks itself. I think it would even work with a button, actually. Oh, crap, I don't know, a cherry button. Yeah. Stuff like that, you know. You can see here the double piston extender. Very simple, and it uses an observer right there. Or the triple piston extenders are not working very reliably, but they do work some of the time, you know. Some of the time being the primary time they work. It's because of the subtick ordering on Bedrock. It's more random. It almost worked that time. Don't worry, Fearless. I'm also messing with Puma. Oh, thank goodness. I'm not alone. You could use farmland to make redstone. Yeah. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with that. Those are the other things I want to get into, is farmland and stuff like that. I can't really... Oh, I can't. You can grab that in the creative menu. I didn't know that. But, you know, you can... if you till dirt, it changes the state, so you can like detect that with observers, or I think you can actually. This is something I haven't tested yet, so maybe we're doing it live. But yeah, let's put a lever there, put a block on top. But I think, yeah, we should be able to flip that lever through the farmland. So it's regular dirt like that, and I get a hoe out. Might not go netherite, right? Or cheese, right? Sorry. We till it. Now we can see that block and flip it, And then if we wanted to hide our dirty deed, we just jump on it and now it's hit. It's such a wonderful design mechanic. A redstone classic. Yeah, oak saplings are really weird too, Any blocks that has like tick updates is kind of fun. I type tick for some reason. Yeah, I know. I watched all those same videos back in the day. But I think you could do lots of cool, interesting things with stuff like that, or, and I want to get into farming again, Like a farm would be, a skulk farm would be fun, High Cheese is playing with those. You do all sorts of weird things. Oh, I've been playing with water designs, like, if I want to move mobs around corners, you see, we've got a way to move around corners, stuff like that. Right? Or I've been working on a really simple trident killer. One of the things that it gets upset is when you throw tridents in creative mode, they're different than throwing them in survival. So they don't always work. But this is a simpler version of the one I built on SlackVille. Stuff like that, Playing with different things you could do. Block update suppressors don't work in Legacy Console Edition because it has a block update limit. No, I didn't know that. Am I missing other messages? Let's see. Bird won a heist earlier, and I missed it. That was Diablo 2 cow level moves. Why are there cows that sound demonic in Diablo? What does that mean, Garrett? Why are there evil cows? I'm confused. What's the point of evil cows? Anyway, that's some of the redstone stuff I've been getting up to. Just playing with, getting re-familiarized with redstone, because I haven't done too much with redstone in a long, long time. So, there we go. Kinda. Sorta. Maybe, not really. But, this design should be the one that works. That's why it's an arrow above it. There it goes! See? It retracted it all the way. Sometimes working, though, is not acceptable. It has to work all the time. I gotta play with it some more, but, I also want to make a supercomputer for tic-tac-toe. I haven't really done a lot with that lately. But I've actually been playing with this. This might be really cool to use in the interface with the copper bulbs. They're a really interesting block. Copper bulbs aren't quite as powerful as I thought they were, but they're certainly an interesting block, Very interesting. Calculations have a limit there. Yeah, that's actually why I never grabbed the console edition way back then, because I sort of knew about the flaws of playing on the old legacy console editions of Minecraft, just because the worlds were smaller. I think they did eventually get infinite worlds, but for a while they had a size limit of, I don't know, I can't remember how big, but they're actually really small worlds. And I love the infiniteness of Minecraft. It's one of the most appealing parts. You can go anywhere and do anything. You lost the cheese? I missed it. Hold on. 7,500 cheese. The mozzarella crew check their camembert cannons as they get together and enter the mirror. We wait on our side, but all we get is whisper, and communications to the other side are cut. We never hear from Bird ever again. But then he said no. So maybe we did hear from him again. Sorry, Bird. The mirror dimension ate your cheese. What I really wanted to look at, though, is my design work. My mega castle. We've been working And when we, I mean me, silently in my room. I've been working on further upgrading my big castle. And that's sort of the title of the stream, so I'm glad we've got here. But we've been working on the big castle design, you know? And I think it's coming along pretty nicely. This is going to be the evil throne room of our evil castle. I've been working on these floating plant fire pot things. And from above, they look kind of weird, you know, because the fire sticks out a little bit. But from below, I think they look pretty cool, you know. We even got friendly fire turned on. You see the little smiles? Very serious work over here. And I've been using crying obsidian for the throne, because crying obsidian actually emits light. So, kind of like that. It sort of glows. Still don't know how to make it, but I'm assuming there's a recipe or somehow to make it, right? There's got to be a way to make it. But I think it looks really cool. And then down here I have the respawn anchor. And this might make me explode, so maybe this is not a good idea. But if you fill it up with glowstone, you do make a really nice bomb, but it also glows yellow, you know? What I'm really interested in, though, is not the glowing yellow part. It's both the light change, it does glow brighter as you place more into it, but it has a swirl on top, you know, actually like that, the little swirl, you know. This is where the evil emperor be sitting right here. I'm here, Mars Pigeon. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying my evil castle with my evil throne and the evil swirls. But yeah, look at that. I think that looks pretty cool, you know, with the candles. I want to add more candles. I think candles are going to be a really nice block. I want to make some more candelabra thingies. We got these guys over here, like little stands for the candles. But I want more of those over here, you know. I've been testing other lighting methods. I want to keep it moody and evil in here. You know, it's evil castle, right? Yeah. So we want to keep it dark, dingy, but not so dark that these guys keep spawning. You know, I'm sort of having a problem with these dudes. Get out of here, shoot. But with the candles, I might be able to set them down, you know, like that. And then they emit just enough light to prevent things from spawning, you know, sometimes. Right there, you know? We could even add more. Maybe adding them underground look really creepy, you know? I want to look at some evil boss villains, bases from different video games. One of the games I was thinking about is actually Elden Ring. One of the latest bosses is a boss arena filled with candles, Metzboy the Impaler, and his boss room looks amazing with all the candles everywhere. So it might look really cool just to sit them on the ground. The topical gaming reference for you guys. I've been looking at really cool bosses and evil villains in video games, trying to get a vibe for what an evil layer might look like, you know? And I think the candles might be the way to go to light this space up. Just enough that it stays evil looking. But, you know, those guys can't spawn. I do like the blue light, but it's really bright, you know? It's really, really, really bright. No! That's the worst noise. No! Not here! Aaron, what are you doing? Oh, yeah! We can do floating candles! I almost forgot about that, right? We go grab them. We do like a Hogwarts type thing. And we can make them float like this, right? And if they're floating, they just glow without really lighting the area up. That could really work. Oh, maybe we do something there. Ooh, I like that. See, this is why we stream, guys. Get all the cool ideas. If you guys got any more cool ideas for an evil castle, I'm all ears. I don't actually have any ears, but, you know, just have eyes. Right, that's a good idea. I'm drinking the last of my water now. Mushrooms around, and certain mobs will stop spawning. Yeah, you're right. If we grab the brown mushrooms, you're not wrong. Brown mushrooms might be a cool block, too. So, brown mushrooms, they emit, I think it's the brown ones, they emit some light. Just a little bit. You can barely see it, but they do light up the block they're sitting on. So we could put mushrooms around. I kind of like that, you know? Mushrooms and candles might be a good way to go. Just enough light to prevent these guys from invading the zone. I don't think the red ones emit light. I think it's just the brown ones. I need to find a particularly dark place. Go down here. No, they don't emit light. They're just the brown one. Oh, did they? Ad break coming up in 1 minute. Ad breaks have to ruin all the fun. Yeah, I think it's just the brown ones, unfortunately. They don't glow, the red ones. It would be cool. I really like the red ones. They give that the red vibe I'm going for. Cheese of the day! We'll wait till the ad breaks over, but we'll do cheese of the day. I don't want anyone to miss it, you know? The spectacle that is cheese of the day. Well, we could do some really cool stuff here, you know? I've been playing with the redstone torches, because they give off this sort of evil vibe, but I think they're actually too bright. They're too bright, which is a weird thing to say. So I've been putting them below ground. With slabs and stairs, because on bedrock, light will actually go through slabs, to just give it a sort of a dark and dingy vibe. But again, I think it's just they're just too bright, right? There's too much light. I want this dark and evil looking, or maybe I'm just biased, and I don't feel like it's not dark enough because it already is pretty dark in here. But there's definitely something to be done here. I think lighting is a really cool thing to play with. Mostly because it's not done a lot, right? You want it to be lit up, so just place torches everywhere. Or I could, you know, place sea lanterns under the floor, and then we're done with it. But I think we could do something really cool here by really playing with the lighting. It's actually one of the reasons why we've used the blue light. Blue fire is less bright than regular fire. Just a little bit, but, you know, that's enough. And also, I think the blue looks better, honestly. Blue is really cool. But, you know, I did talk about Tough earlier. Tough is a really cool block. Oh, yeah, do you want to see the outside of the castle? I'm interrupting myself, and I apologize, but I've been working a lot on the outside of the castle. So, this is what it looks like now. It's relatively similar as, you know, the intermittent progress I've shown on stream. But I finally got some really nice evil-looking curves in the background for the wood parts. I've added more spikes. Well, we always need spikes. Evil and spikes, they go together. They're perfect for each other. They're made for each other, you know? We added more spikes. I've made this tower taller, actually. Stuff like that, you know? And I'm getting like this cohesive design pattern on the roof with the red. Red is definitely the color of evil, so it all works out. Magma! Oh, we could do magma. Yeah. Magma. No, it's not called magma. What's it called in my pack? Spicy. I think it's Jello, right? Yeah. Jello. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll remember that one. Yeah, I've been working other interesting designs up here too with the curves, right? I think curves, they look unnatural in Minecraft, and I think they really lend themselves well to evil. Like a supervillain's base is made of curves. You know? Like the towers here, they get skinnier towards the middle, and then bigger on the top and bottom. Much easier to see on these towers. They look like they're being pinched in the center. Or this. I've been working really hard on these guys. I'm really happy with how this looks, especially from below. We got these big, evil, like, cathedral windows. And I've been adding a lot of details along the sides to really accentuate the curve-ness of it, you know? Like I said, it squeezes in the middle. It feels unnatural, and I really enjoy it. I'm having so much fun building this, actually. It's going to look so good when it's done. And it's going to have holes for the window and some snow going through. We are in a snow biome. And I think covering the building in some snow will add that extra layer of it's ancient, right? Make it feel like it's been here forever. It's going to look so cool when it's done. And I'll have snow going in through the window. Into the main room. It's another reason why we got to play with the light level a little bit, because it will melt the snow if we're not careful. But I'll fill this area up with snow. Maybe even have some coming in over here. Maybe some snow over there on the left. Just to give it that ethereal, abandoned vibe, right? It's evil, it's abandoned. You don't know if there's any creatures dwelling on the inside. It's the vibe we're going for, yeah? Yeah, we could do that. Let's place magma. I'll just place it so I remember it. It's not too bright. But maybe that's what we're going for, you know? We are playing with lava on the outside, right? So magma on the inside wouldn't be a bad idea. I like that. You guys are coming up with great ideas. Love it. Very productive. Let me light this guy so I remember that's there. We've got floating candles. We got our mushrooms. And we have our magma. Right? We could definitely place magma. Maybe this is the block to place under the floor, right? Get rid of that torch. Maybe that's the block, right? Maybe this is the one we've been waiting for. Maybe that's the block we've been waiting for. I think this will work, right? We might end up covering the whole floor, the bottom of the floor here with magma blocks, so it's all even. I don't know necessarily like the patches of light, you know? I want it to be lit, but I don't want it to feel like, you know, it's there's weird patches. I'm gonna say unnatural, but you know, unnatural sort of we're going for it, but not with the light. Yeah, I think under the floor is the way to go. Get rid of these guys. Something like that. You know? And like I said, we might place it all over under the floor and just make like most of the floor slabs. So it's a little bit more even. But something like that, you know? Yeah, it just glows barely, you know? Just barely. You are a nasty mob. It's a baby zombie with a sword. That's so nasty. Yeah, we could definitely play it like that, you know? But that's sort of the vibe we're going for. And we're going to put, over here, I want to put like a dining room table. I want to design an evil dining room table. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But evil dining room table is what I'm going to go for over here on either side. You know, this is where the evil vampire underlings eat or whatever. I think we could do some really cool things on either side, right? Right? Mm-hmm. And then they'll be in the perfect view of these windows. And then we have this massive roof to play with, right? The ceiling is way up there. I'm thinking we can hang this really cool chandelier type thing. Let's go to another world just for a moment. So I used to play with chandeliers all the time in Minecraft. We got to scroll pretty far. I think we could do something with the chandeliers and give it another more ethereal feeling, like massive planes of glass right above us. These ones are more regal. Regal as in like pretty, beautiful, appealing, not evil. Not sure how else to describe them. But something like this, you know, this is a simple chandelier. But with all that space we have that gargantuan space. We could do a much bigger chandelier, and I think I want to make it spiky, sort of like the outside, right? Sort of menacing looking. And you can see it in these chandeliers here. Or like in here, we have some gold ones, right? Again, this place is much more pretty in the traditional sense. The other one I want evil. Evil is the way I'm looking, you know? So these ones are a little bit too not evil for our test here. But I think we could do something like that, you know? With glass. Or we could even use lanterns. I was looking at some interesting designs that use lanterns for chandeliers. I think that might look cool too, especially since we do have so much space. These chandeliers are already massive, right? I think this one's 7 blocks tall, or maybe 9. These ones here, these itty bitty ones are 5 blocks tall. So that's Minecraft characters 2 blocks tall, right? It's almost 3 players tall. So you got to have a lot of space to fit that guy. But with the space we have in the evil castle, I think we could go wild, absolutely wild, right? Oh, just hire me. I can cook. Well, maybe you should cook a little bit in the Discord, you know? Like I said, we do have... Oops, that's the wrong button. Sorry. We do have... Netherwood? We could definitely do Netherwood. Netherwood. Let's see. Type Nether for some reason. Not Nether. It's Crimson and Warped. You could definitely play with Crimson. I've tried to play with Crimson a little bit. It's my least favorite wood, actually. But I think we could do something. Warped. Because we do have these. We do have these doors, and not doors. These dining tables here, right? They want to make taller ones. These ones are player sized. I want to make them imposing, right? So we're gonna make them a little taller, and then, like I said, spiky looking. Thinking about incorporating some pointy edges in them. Like I want it to feel like the table's gonna kill me. You know, the whole castle's evil. The table is too. So we can do something like this. But again, this place is a palace. It's regal. Regal, I guess, is best described as being something both beautiful and royal. So, I want something that's regal but evil. You know, so it's sort of like this, but you know, more evil. Another one over here. Another table over here. They're very simple tables, right? But I think the dark oak definitely elevates them to feel a little bit more expensive. No, I don't know if warp will work. Right? Let's actually go into my testing world. I'm gonna log out over here. Let's go into my testing world. They do look like 2012 because this build is from 2014. This build's gonna see its 10th birthday in a couple months. So yeah, you're pretty much on the money. It's an old build. I built that. Its birthday. Oh, actually, I think it was 2015. I think its birthday is February 2015. Okay, when I built this, I've been working on it for a long time since then. It's one of those builds I'll just come back to and keep placing stuff, working on the outside, expanding the gardens, adding different builds. You know, you can actually see some warped over here. Right? When they added warped, I thought it would be an amazing build for some covered walkways, right? Or when they added smooth quartz, which is what this is. I was so happy when they added smooth quartz. We're over here, I've been playing with the new mangrove wood. I think it makes a nice window with this other covered bridge. This is a wood one, you know. And also when they added the blue lanterns, I think those were pretty cool. So I went over here, and this bridge is really old, but I went in and replaced the regular lanterns with the blue ones, because I actually like that, you know, gives it this nice ethereal look. Yeah, I love the bridges too. I think all the bridges here are some of my best work with bridges. They're so cool. Like this one's a little bit more basic. It's one of my earliest designs of trying out a bridge, but it also goes up at a slope, so it's not exactly easy bridge to build. But yeah, I was actually really happy. This is my latest design of getting back into the bridge building game. This is, I think, Serenity Bridge. Yeah. Each one does have a name. Of course they do. Like this is the Whispering Willow. Got a tree here when I was working on some tree designs. I forget what the name of this is because the sign got deleted. You know, this world's so old that I actually lost a bunch of the signs in it, so I lost some of the information. But this is a cool little extension of the river, so it can go under the palace a little bit. We have got wells over here, all sorts of stuff. It has a library in this room. I actually filmed a video in this room, my latest TikTok and YouTube short was in this room here. Going back to my old days, I used to build libraries all the time, and right here is my secret redstone door. It's a little precarious. You might die, but, you know, it is secret. Oh, goodness. I can't pick that up now. My inventory's full. Yeah. You wouldn't even know it's there. You throw the block there because the hopper's right there. So. Yeah, this is also a really old thing as I've designed a long time ago. Something I did actually relatively recently. I did this after doing SlackVille. It's like this room. I'm actually really happy with this room in RTX. This is the Monster Throne. Right. This is the sort of the builds that have inspired me to build the Evil Castle. Oh, I need to exit the game. Have I ever used... there are no vertical slabs in Minecraft. If there were, I'd have used them. Walls, though. Walls you can kind of use like vertical slabs. You can kind of treat stairs a little bit like vertical slabs because they do have a little bit of vertical component. Cheese? Who's doing cheese? Oh, yeah, you're right. I am so sorry. I forgot to do... I joined the wrong one. I forgot to do cheese of the day. I'm so sorry, Aaron. Oh, but this is what that room looks like when it's set up correctly, when RTX. This isn't just the, you know, a different room below, because there is a room below if you don't have RTX, but this is actually reflections using RTX. Wonderfully evil room. You caught, you know, zoned out, missed it? You did not. My brain isn't here either. So, we're gonna do cheese of the day. We're gonna take a little pause for the game for a second. Here. We're gonna switch next. Cheese cam! There we go. Today's cheese of the day is Graceburn, apparently. The most expensive cheese in the world is Pool, and it's made from donkey's milk. I didn't know that. We're learning new facts every day. See, we went to cheese.com to get the world's latest cheese news. That actually looks pretty cool. Graceburn is a soft cheese reminiscent of Persian feta and is produced at the Blackwood Cheese Company in Kent, England. This artisanal cheese is handmade using unpasteurized cow's milk. So you can't actually use unpasteurized cow's milk for anything in the United States. But I don't know if this cheese would be illegal or not. I think maybe in the United States you can use unpasteurized milk for cheese, so maybe it's okay, but you can't actually get that in most places in the United States. Almost all milk sold in the United States is pasteurized, which means they cook it at like 1,000 degrees or whatever. Once formed, the cheese undergoes a brining process before being immersed in a blend of extra virgin olive oil and raspberry seed oil infused with thyme, garlic, bay, and pepper. The rich and creamy cow's milk makes Graceburn excessively soft and a delicate in the mouth cheese, setting it apart from traditional feta cheese. So this is like feta but softer. Yeah, it's a soft cheese. So feta, I think, is not soft, or maybe it is. Maybe we could find out. You know, we're at cheese.com. But I actually love the look of that. How it's like an oil. That's really cool. That's an aesthetic photo if I've ever seen one. I mean, look at that. Look how aesthetic that is. Am I a cheese junkie? I certainly am. Cheese all day, every day. If there was a food to describe me, it'd be cheese. It looks kind of like butter, honestly. We can actually search for feta, and there are a bunch of different types of feta. I think this is the... I think this is the feta I'm thinking about. Or maybe I'll just click on this one, the regular feta. Feta is soft. Yeah, it is soft cheese. So this is a Greek cheese. This is like, if you ever have like a Greek salad, it usually uses this cheese. This is one of the oldest cheeses in the world, actually, I think. I don't know if it's going to say it here, but it has lots of facts. Wow, it has lots and lots of facts. Conclusion? They wrote a whole essay on feta? Okay, guys, if we ever get this cheese of the day, we'll read the whole thing. But we get to save some things for later. We got to save some of the fun for later, guys. Okay? So we'll stick with Graceburn. It's interesting that one of the textures is oily. I guess that makes sense because it's covered in oil. It's a really interesting cheese. It kind of does look like lard, yes. Oh, did you post the cheese emote? Okay, let's grab the cheese emote. I have... There's my OG cheese emote. That's the one I made myself. And Sköll said never show it to the eyes of humans because it would burn and scar the minds of all those unlucky enough to see it. So, of course, I added it as an emote to my stream. Where did your brain go? I lost it a long time ago. You know, along with all my marbles. If anyone finds my marbles, can you send them back to me at my cheese PO box on Minecraft? Just put it in my inner chest for me. I'm sure I'll pick them up later. Maybe my brain is soaking in that oil right there. Maybe that's what it looks like. You know? So, yes, cheese cam. And our battery is still at full. So I think we're good to leave it for now. And let's get back to some Minecraft. But this is sort of like what I was thinking about doing with the throne room, except making it way bigger and more dark, you know? I actually really love the reflective floor in here. And RTX, of course, adds it a whole new level to it. One of the things I don't like about RTX is sometimes it doesn't render fast enough. So if you look on the left there, on this side, at that end rod as it first comes into view, you can see it sort of like sparkles a little bit before it renders all the light finally. And you can even see it on some of those ones in front of me. A little bit greeny, but, you know, it's the charm of RTX. My mom stole my marbles. Were they purple? Purple marbles? I only got yellow ones. Okay. I think like I said, I think we could do some really interesting things with chandeliers in our massive space above our evil castle. It looks especially weird in RTX. I mean, look how funky that is. Looks much better from outside. Wow, that actually looks really cool. I almost want to make a black glass, you know? But I think a red definitely gives the vibes I'm looking for. Look at that. Look at the rays of sunlight sneaking in through the wall because I haven't fixed that wall. It does look like an illusion. Or like the floor here. I believe this is black stained glass. So it's barely even see-through. I don't know. And actually the red coming through the sun from over there, it does bathe the room in this really ominous glow. You know? Actually pretty cool. You can see the lines between the blocks, unfortunately, in RTX, specifically through the glass. But, you know. And it does give everything a red tint on the inside. It's really hard to see, but, you know, you could see, like, way over there, you can see the hole in the other window, because it's later. It is see-through. It's just really hard to see in glass and RTX. Uh-oh. I'm missing some blocks here. No, I don't want that. I want the full block. Is that a full block? Yeah. My blocks are still not rendering quickly. Like those look too flat for they're supposed to be. Epigraph stone. These are the right textures. Oops. No, not infested stone. Regular stone. No. Do I have a light engine installed? No, this is Minecraft RTX. So on a Bedrock, on the you know, the Windows 10 version, if you have an RTX compatible graphics card, which is, you know, admittedly kind of expensive, but I do, because I saved up a bunch of money, actually from streaming to get one. I have a 3070, which is not like the best end, but it's good enough. I actually got, I was going to go for one of the other ones, one of the other 30s, but I was able to move up to a 3070 because I traded it in my old computer when it broke. But anyway, because how RTX works, it actually renders the color through the glass. So I could do it down here a little bit easier. But if we go like this, again, you can see sort of that red shadow, but we can also see blocks through it. And this works a little better because it's bright on the inside as well, because technically there's sunlight coming from above. So it's actually bright sort of in there, and you can actually see it a little better. And if you look on the outside, you know, you can see the red sun. And it does work with other colors. And of course, it works with full blocks. I think blue looks actually pretty cool. A little freaky, but interesting nonetheless, you know? Now that block looks a little weird through the blue. I don't think it's rendering properly. I think there's something broken. That's one of the other problems with RTX. It doesn't always behave. GTX 780. Yeah, I don't think those can render RTX, unfortunately. You need the ones that... unfortunately, you need the graphics cards to start with RTX. They're in your mailbox? What's in my mailbox? Yellow marbles? Bird's going for another heist. Is he going to lose all his cheese again? No! Congrats! Bird got back from the mirror with a tray full of exotic cheeses and tales of a long-lost cheesecake recipes. Successful mirror heist with a bounty of mirror hole cheese! Unfortunately, Bird, though, it looks like all your cheese has holes on the wrong side, you know, because it's the mirror universe of the cheese. Another really interesting thing about RTX is the water. I love the water effects, and you get some reflections on the surface of the water. Right? It's a little bit hard to see because I have the string here to prevent the water turning into ice. Someone gave me an interesting idea to cover the top of the world in glass, and I might do that, so I wouldn't have to do the string trick, because that's actually really hard to place in survival. You know, you're bobbing up and down in the water, trying to place string, essentially. So it's going to be way easier to do it. Probably place glass way up the top of the world. And I'm hoping that would prevent the ice from forming. I don't know if it will, but we could try it. This definitely prevents it because, you know, it can't freeze when there's something in it. And from above, it's not too visible. But you can get this nice, really cool reflection on the surface of the water. You know, like you could see the bottom. All the kelp and stuff below me. Or I should say seagrass below me. If I break enough. Yeah. You can even see ripples on the water. Actually hard to place blocks in RTX. You can do all sorts of weird stuff with the glass. For example, if I get the red glass out again, or maybe something, I don't know if there's anything less harsh. Probably. Maybe yellow. You can actually combine the colors together. So we got yellow mustard glass here. And I put the blue on top. And now I'm getting like a black. Maybe it'd be easier to see if it was up a level higher. Not working exactly as it could be working, but yeah, you get all sorts of weird interactions with the glass. Oh, you know what? It might work with the crying obsidian. I would like a word with whoever sent a spider to crawl down my window. But spiders are so cute, you know, they're spooters. I'll say that, and then a spider will land on me and I'll scream like a little girl. But like, yeah, for example, with the yellow glass on top of our purple, we're getting red. I mean, look at that. Yellow plus purple, I guess red. I don't know if that's exactly accurate, but, you know. It does change the colors of things on the other side. And this one makes it even bluer. You from afar, not in my space. If it's a house spider, eat it? We're eating spiders now? Why are we eating spiders? Don't eat the spooters. What do you think, Mr. Fearless Zombie? How do you look in the red? It doesn't really change color when he's in the red light. What about you, regular zombie? The one thing is that the entities really don't. They don't really interact with the lighting as well. They sort of stand out. RTX has never really supported entities of any kind. I need to kill you now because you're not going to despawn since I spawned you myself. It's just tough luck, bud. I'm not sure. One thing that RTX really doesn't have is the colors of light and well, I mean, it does have dark colors of light. Don't get me wrong. Like that's red light. I get a sea lantern. It's blue light. But of course, it's not supported in the regular game. And because the RTX light levels are different, it doesn't go out as far. So for example, this isn't really blue. It's more like white because the block is mostly white. Okay. RTX light doesn't go quite as far as long as, well, it can go farther, much farther than regular lighting in Minecraft because it's a different system. But in order to get them even at all usable, right? You have to modify it so it's not quite as bright. Like, for example, I had to modify the redstone torch so it's not 1,000 lumens. Or like the sea lantern definitely has to be modified in RTX textures. Because you can make unique textures for this stuff. You have to modify it so it's not, you know, as bright. So it doesn't go as far. Like, one example is this. This is not glowing at all, right? You notice that it is bright, but there's no light coming off of it. It's because my RTX pack does not support fire. The blue fire, and specifically. Because you need to assign a certain light value to all these blocks. I don't even know if it'll work at all with a blue light. I know it doesn't work with candles, right? All my candles over here aren't glowing even though they're lit. And I can never figure out how to make them glow. The game just doesn't want to do that. And I think with candles, the problem is these blocks have a pixel that's glowing, right? Candles don't. Candles have a particle effect on top to signal whether on or off. They don't actually have a physically bright pixel on them. So they really don't work well with RTX, you know? Because normally they just look like that. Just some quirks of RTX. With Quantum Snapdragon in Pocket Edition, you cannot get RTX to work on your phone. Unfortunately. I do have this texture pack downloadable in my Discord. So if you want to see what RTX looks like on RTX paddle computer, you can. And it does work on your phone. The texture pack like this works on your phone. But RTX does not. Like, even though you've downloaded a pack with RTX features, unless you have the compatible hardware, it won't render properly. It'll just not render at all. Really, there are like 2 modes. And this is one of the reasons why I like these texture packs as opposed to shaders on Java, is because with these texture packs, you could turn them on and off. I have a button. It's the colon button, or the one with the apostrophe. I forget what that's called. You just hit that and turn RTX on and off. And it technically loads like a whole different set of textures for RTX, which is why you can have different light levels, you know, or none at all with fire. For example, if I go back to regular Minecraft, of course that's emitting light, but in RTX it does not. You can do stuff like that in RTX. Snapdragon is more powerful than the RTX. It's just a limitation of the hardware. If you could get it to work, be my guest. From my understanding, RTX is the only thing that'll work. And that's because if you want the unfortunate answer why that's the case, it's because NVIDIA when they launched the 30X, the RTX series of cards, they did a partnership with Minecraft Bedrock to add this to the game. It was during a big update in Minecraft Bedrock where they added what they call the Render Dragon. It's the rendering engine of Bedrock. And at the same time, like I said, they got a sponsorship from NVIDIA. So along with overhauling the entire rendering system in the game, they added RTX. If you can get RTX to work on another one, I'd actually like to know. If you can get it to work on another driveware, or if you could think of, if you figure out a way to get it to work irrespective of your hardware, that would be great news. Because I think this should be more accessible to more people with other graphics cards. I don't think it should be limited to this particular set of cards. Because it's beautiful, you know? And Java has shaders, and I wouldn't say they're as good as RTX. They're still damn good. But I think Minecraft is the most accessible game of all time. Anyone and everyone can play the game, you know? So why don't they make this really amazing feature accessible to more people? I get it. It's pretty intensive for Minecraft. Like if I look at my task manager, I'm sitting at, well, I'm not using much of my GPU. Let's see. Actually, Minecraft is not doing much at all, if anything, right now. In the past, when they first released RTX, it would use like a lot of the GPU. Not doing anything right now for some reason. So it can't be a computationally heavy process. But again, I think it should be accessible to people. I'm not sure. I'm using whatever Minecraft has given me. That's too much of a technical question for me. Whatever is in the latest version of Minecraft. And if it has a different name than Render Dragon, that's news to me, you know? I just remember when they added this years and years ago. It does look damn good. You know, we're going to build a table. Other things I've been thinking about in this space is getting back to Minecraft for a little bit, you know, actually playing the game. We could talk and still play, but maybe I should start placing blocks now. One of the things I've been thinking about is my floor in here. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, I do. My floor in here, in these spaces, right? I'm thinking of transitioning to a wood, right? I think it'd probably be best to do it on this side. We got this nice curve here. Again, curves are evil, so we got curves everywhere. But I want to transition to a wood. And then make the floor a little bit higher over here so you can actually look out the window. Maybe like on this level here. So you take a pixie doodle out the window. So floor would be this level. I hope we take that way over here. You can see we actually do need to go up a little bit higher. So I've been thinking about putting in some slabs to transition, and then that gives us just a little bit of space to play with to add the table. And then we'll have our cute little table there, and we can put a chandelier. Like I said, this room is pretty big. We go, let that night vision for a minute. Vision, what time is it, guys? Okay, we can't stream for too much longer. I do have work in the morning, so unfortunately I need to get going. But we'll keep going for maybe... Can we get away with another 30 minutes? We'll see. Let's go... That. So now it's night vision 255, whatever that means, for 9,000 seconds. We could see the ceiling a little bit better here, and we've got this massive ceiling to play with. I might put in another, well, it's the roof, right? That's if we break enough blocks, we're in, outside. So I might actually put a roof here between this, the roof. I might put a ceiling here between the roof and the outside, just to give us that little bit of edge we might want. So then I can attach a chandelier. I might want to keep the curve, Like I said, curves are evil, so having a curved ceiling here might look cool. And then I might add some rafters up here. One of the things I'm thinking about adding, that might be really cool, is the second level up here. Like if we, I don't know, something like this. It'll be just a small level. We could add something like this, and then that we could take, that way we could take advantage of the large space our window has to offer. We could do something like this, and then add some fences up here. Maybe let's go mangrove for now. But we could add, mangrove fences here, or maybe just leave it open, because it's evil. And that way we have like a balcony level up here, looking down into that space. It'd probably actually, I think it would be lower than this, but that's the idea. The classic Red Dragon engine is default, but Red Dragon is an add-on that adds Optifine for Bedrock. No, I've never used that before. I don't use a lot of add-ons because I play on servers for the most part. But that's an interesting idea, is Optifine for Bedrock. Something like this might work. Then we could have the chandelier somewhere in the middle here. Maybe do something like this, where the fences aren't sitting on the blocks, they're sort of just floating in front of it. And we connect them on either end like this. Something like that, We'll play with the design a little bit. I usually put in a rough draft of what I want before I actually design anything pretty. Just to get an idea of shapes and sizes and spaces we have available. Like when I originally designed this space, it wasn't curved, it was just a square box. And then I slowly curved it in and added more stuff. Like for example, we can add lamps here. I don't think we have the debug stick in Bedrock. Unless we can get it through an add-on. I think that's pretty much a Java only thing. But if we do that, we got some slabby jabbies. Then from below, you can see it maybe looks a little bit cleaner. And like I said, we can plate the walls and the roof a little bit to get that shape we're really looking for. And I might push the walls actually out a block here. Our walls are actually a little bit closer than they could be. Maybe they're sticking out a little bit too far, They're not really matching the outside. So we could get it through an add-on, but either not use a debug stick add-on because a lot of the ones that are popular are unpolished. I have heard about the ones that are add-ons with the debug stick. Java does get a lot of debug tools we don't get. We're supposed to be the clean version of Minecraft, We're the Cinderella of Minecraft. We're supposed to be pretty and proper. Java is the rough and tumble version. The debug menu in Java was actually never intended to be publicly available. It was a mistake added during one of the snapshots long, long ago. Long, long ago. When Notch was still like one of the developers of the game. And then when they removed it from the snapshots, people complained, so they're like, well, we'll just keep it in, It was primarily a debugging tool for the developers. That's why it's called the debug menu. And that's why we'll never get something like that. We actually, on Bedrock, you're console players, so maybe you've heard of this. But, console players had to fight quite a bit to get coordinates back. You can see the coordinates in the top left here, but that's not actually a readily accessible feature in, in Bedrock. For the longest time, the only way to get coordinates at all was to use an add-on or something other like that. It wasn't really a default way to see the coordinates in game. But once Bedrock, you know, had that Better Together update, which is where we became the Bedrock edition of Minecraft, a lot of those console players argued and fought to get the coordinates up in the top right, you know? I think on Legacy Console, you get your coordinates by default, so to have coordinates at all, we have a lot to thank for the console players who really pushed for getting coordinates added to the game, you know? Otherwise, we never have those kind of things. And we still have to, like, enable them through a game rule. Who followed? Let's see. Who joined the Fearless family? Bloody Horror! It's an interesting name. I do want to get into horror games. It's almost spooky season. Honestly, stores are already selling spooky stuff, so maybe it's already here. But October is my birth month. You know, that's when my birthday is. And I've always been a big fan of horror games, so you might actually catch little Mr. Fearless here playing some spooky games. And I guess I'll have to keep blurps on so you can really spook my shoes off. But I've been eyeing a game called Still Wakes the Deep. My brother played it and said it was a fantastic game. We usually watch the games we play together. All my brothers and I will usually hang out playing games like that, single player games by watching each other play them. But with this game, I stayed away from it on purpose so I could really experience it myself. I also have Phasmophobia and some other classic games like that, or maybe some Resident Evil games I could grab. I think it'll be a lot of fun to play spooky games. You have to use the locator, man. Game rule. What's it called? Show coordinates. So when game rule show coordinates is true, the coordinates show up in the top left. You can also do it through your game settings, and thankfully it doesn't get rid of your achievements. This world is creative, so obviously you cannot earn achievements. But over where is it? Here is show coordinates, so you can turn that on and off from this menu. And it doesn't actually get rid of achievements. I think it did for a little bit when they first added them. It would get rid of achievements, which I think is ridiculous, right? Show coordinates is a wonderful way to play Minecraft, especially for someone like me who gets lost all the time. So having them readily available at the top left, I think, is a nice quality life feature. It's weird. I will admit, it's weird that they're a game rule. I think maybe they should just be there. But like I said, we don't have the debug menu like Java does. So it's not like we can hit a button at any time on our own end to enable or disable them. They're enabling the world itself. Maybe the idea is it's more fair that way. Like, for example, if you don't want to play with coordinates, maybe you don't want everyone else to play with coordinates. So the thought there is you can enable and disable them for everyone all at once. I just naturally keep them on no matter what world I play on because they're a nice quality of life improvement, you know? Knowing where things at in your world is like one step to actually find them. Do you make them? Find them and then wander away and you're like, huh, I wonder where that was this whole time. It was pretty rough in those days. I lost many bases playing on my very first world because I couldn't remember where I put them. Normally I'd build the side of a mountain like a hobbit. So finding that mountain, or even the right side of the mountain, and finding the little hole I made in the wall was always a challenge. You're playing Xbox Series X Minecraft right now. Nice. Nice. So are you playing the same version I'm playing, or are you playing like one of the legacy versions? Does Series X have a legacy version on it? Is it compatible? Hello, B Silver B. I have not seen you in chat for a while. I did see you lurking a couple of times, but I haven't seen you chat now. It's good to see you, bud. How are things going? Working on castle stuff today. Right now, I'm just placing slabs and thinking about what blocks I want to use. Thinking of building a cool little evil dining room over in the corner of my castle here, and also on this side, so it'll be mirrored. I'm just not sure what the floor is going to be, you know? Thinking of an evil wood color might work. So we might just have to go cherry, guys. What do you guys think? Evil My Little Pony Castle? Is that where we're going? Is that where we're heading? I mean, that's got to be evil, if anything, right? It's sacrilegious to the color red, you know? I've always said that pink is just diet red. So, I'm sorry for all you pink lovers out there, but it's just red. It just want to be red, honestly. And I would know. I mean, look at that face. Playing on a few worlds, been busy. That is life, you know? Been busy myself. I'm just joking about the cherry wood. I'm just pulling your guys' tail. But I'm trying to think of what block would go here, you know? We do have a lot of slabs to choose from, right? But primarily, I'm looking at the wood types. We could go mangrove, right? But if we go mangrove, then we're going to have to pick a different color for the table itself. I don't want the table and the floor to match because they'll blend in too nicely. We could go mangrove floor, right? Up in like this. And I might just go into my special app and just replace the whole floor. I do have an app that allows me to just grab things and replace them really easy. Which is why I'm not too worried about picking out the color immediately, you know? But it's just something to think about. Unfortunately, I think mangrove is just too pretty. Or maybe it's just the right color, you know? B-Silver is going into lurk mode! You want to play Phasmo? Story plays on Friday nights. I won't be able to play tomorrow. I'm celebrating my mother's birthday this weekend. It's going to make it harder for an event that's happening this weekend that I'm sure you guys are going to hear about soon-ish. But I'm really busy this weekend. So, I got the whole family showing up. A lot of pressure. Gotta go get the cake. But, yeah. I do know Stormy plays Phasmo. But I was sort of thinking of doing it for a special occasion, you know? But maybe I'll get into playing with Stormy, you know? Get back into that Phasmophobia grind. I need to reposition this carpet. It needs to move over one block. It actually doesn't match up with the center like it should. But once it matches, you know, it'll line up nicely with this. So go something like that. Floors have always been my weakness. I think they're the hardest thing to do in Minecraft. Honestly, you know, floors are never easy. So coming up with an interesting design. I think we have an interesting shape. You know, we got this nice curve thing going on. But coming up with a design for the floor. Definitely going to be a challenge for me. I've tried out a couple designs in a test world other than this. A world where I put all the tests so I can go back to them really easily instead of having to jump into a million different worlds. I have them all in one world. So we might go into that world and test a couple designs just to come down with something I really enjoy. Freak out emote from Aaron. What's going on? Why are we freaking out? Phagra Chaos. Who's Phagra? If this series acts as a disk drive, then it has like also Gaunt's edition, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Yeah, because Legacy Console was originally a disc game, right? Welcome. Oh, we gotta wear my proper skin. You know, right now I'm Evil Fearless, Dr. Fearful. Gotta wear something fancy. We're getting rated. Gotta wear our Sunday best, even though it's Thursday. Got my little cheese suit here. Welcome on in, Raiders! How was your stream today off the rails? What were you getting up to? What was happening? What's happening? Tell me all the things. I need all the spoilers, you know? And if any Off the Rail viewers want to tell me how amazing Off the Rails is, I mean, I already know because I watch Off the Rails quite a bit. But it never hurts to hear it for some fans. Look at the shoutout command worked. Maybe type /shoutout to get it to work. No, I think the bot is upset with that one. Get the wasp killer. We got a raid. Yeah. Should we get raid? Raid the anti-bug spray. I see. Looking good, Mr. Fearless. I'm glad. You know, like I said, I gotta wear the best when we got a raid. You know, gotta show up for all our guests here. Welcome on in. Today we are working on my evil vampire castle in Minecraft, you know. We're really coming together. Working on the inside. Let's turn the effects off and as clear. So we get this spooky vibe going on, you know, dark, dingy, red, evil. We're really pulling out all the stops here. And right now we're working on this section where we're going to have an evil dining room table. You know, evil furniture. Every castle needs evil furniture, you know? It's like in Sleeping Beauty, right? Or no, Beauty and the Beast, sorry. Where all the furniture was possessed by the staff of Beast, right? You know? This one is possessed by a bunch of evil vampires, of course. So we got to build evil furniture. So, thinking about evil blocks to use. Lots of evil going on. Iron Knight! Oh, I punched my mic, sorry. Iron Knight, how's it going? Evil piano. You know, I did have a piano design a long time ago. I lost it because I lost that world. But I like evil piano. You know? What if we take it up a notch and go evil organ, you know? Actually. We might have to take a page out of Helen's book. Helen is a fellow server mate on SlackVille. So we are building this for SlackVille. Let's go look at a real evil, maybe, potentially evil organ, you know? I like the piano route. That really feels perfect for that. And we could put it up in the rafters, you know? I'm sort of going for a cathedral mixed with a castle kind of vibe. That's why we got that big glass window. And I think an organ would be perfect. I love that idea, you know? That's one of the amazing things about streaming. There's always great ideas floating around. But if we go over here, we can see a decidedly not evil build, but maybe there's some evil there to be had, you know? So the evil harvesting over here in the corner. This is the shopping district of SlackVille, and way over here is something that Helen made for the owner of SlackVille, Slack Lizard, and his wonderful wife, Genfire, when they got married. This beautiful church over here was revealed. Like I said, we're going through it for, you know, an evil castle church hybrid type thing. And this church is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. We're not here to gawk. We did that when it was unveiled. What I want to do is I want to go look. I mean, maybe we'll gawk a little bit. That heart is amazing. But we'll go we'll go on the inside because there's a couple of organs on the inside here, you know. And it uses banners, I think, as like the music sheets, which I think is a really cool design right here, right? So we have looms as the keys, and then just some simple stuff with trapdoors, right? Really give it that vibe. But I really like is the banner pattern here, you know, to get like music keys. I think there's more. And there's another one over here that maybe is a little bit easier to see, right? Maybe we could do something like this, but maybe more grandiose, right? It's evil, so it's got to be bigger. Everyone knows big and evil go together, you know? So something like this might work amazing, right? I think we're on the right track here. Evil piano. Do you want to make my own skin pack? Kind of. So I made the pack, Fearless Forever, but all of these skins were made by fans, like you guys. What is that? Who's playing noises? What? What? Excuse me? Is that the Nokia? Every time I hear that noise, I think of Jurassic Park. That one scene where the dinosaur poops out that dude's phone after it ate them. And the poop is making the Nokia sound because it's buried in the poop. It's disgusting. I think that's in Jurassic Park 2 or something like that. But every time I hear that, that's what I think of. I like that. But evil, exactly. Okay, let's wear my evil skin. Oh, let's go back. Or maybe this one, you know, it's even more evil because it's disguised as... This is Dr. Fearful, disguised as Mr. Fearless. Totally Mr. Fearless, you know? It's definitely the red guy. Definitely not someone else. So, you know, we'll blend right in. But yes, this, buddy, evil. Absolutely evil. I think will look really good in our design, you know? Right? Like I said, this is a really cool looking church, and I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another one over here. They're all pretty much the same. But we could definitely use something like that, right? I like the loom idea. Loom looks really cool as keys. I'm gonna have to get this banner pattern. I bet that's from Bird. I'm gonna have to ask him how he did that. Or maybe I'll just ask Helen. I'm sure she'll know. But something like that, I think, would be an excellent addition, you know? We just gotta figure out the right place for it, you know? Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. I get distracted easily around here. That's just my MO as Mr. Fearless. But the only skins I've made are these three here. The one with the reverse face is my Mirror Mister. Then there's the Doctor, Dr. Fearful, you know? And then there's a Mr. Fearless. These are the only skins I made in this pack. Every other one of these skins, every single one, was made by viewers like you guys. Fan-submitted skins that I have slowly added to my pack after using them for years and years, you know? Like these disguises here are all fan-made skins. Or these ones with the blocks for a head, or even my fancy ones with the beautiful little suit. Like this is Mr. Cheese suit, and then we have my tuxedo, right? I even got those fancy pockets. Or got a furry skin for some reason. Someone gave me that. That was Sköll, actually. I got Furry Fearless. Creeper Fearless. Just a flying head. Wither Fearless. So this is the Weather, of course. Or like I have this, which is a sweater or a hoodie. It even has a little face on the back. Got Professor Fearless here. And then this one was made in 2021 for the new year. This is Mr. 2021. Or like I have, some Christmas sweaters, stuff like that. Like I said, they're all viewer submitted skins, and there's even more that I'm going to be adding to the pack. And once I get them all added, I'll be publishing it in my Discord. So because these are all fan-made skins, I give back to the community, and if you want to somehow, for some reason, roleplay as Mr. Fearless, you can. But that's one of the beautiful things about being a streamer, is that there's always amazing people in the community making amazing things. And it's the same thing with the skin, well, not the skin pack, but the regular pack I'm using. It's made by viewers like you guys. So if we look here at the pack, not that one, that's my redstone door, that's something else. But this one is the secret pack, my pack. It's made by Fond, me, Fearful, Hatter, Chewy, Metzboy, Neon. All these people have come together at one point or another to contribute parts of this pack to make it what it is today. Just some small part of my community reflected in every game I play. Uh-oh. Magic Man got timed out for posting links. What did you post? Okay, what other messages I missed? Sorry, I went off on a bit of a tangent there. Bloody Horror says after putting in the effects. Yeah, you're right. I can't get rid of the effects of particles. Someone else told me that the other day. Let's get back into creative for a moment. Because we're playing with the designs. All right, and maybe we can figure out where we're going to put our evil piano. But someone did tell me that the other day that I do effect at S. For example, I want night vision just for now, so I can see what I'm doing. We do that, so now we have it for. Let's actually go another 9. 90,000, almost 100,000 seconds. It's at maximum strength. Doesn't mean anything for night vision. It only affects night vision 1 is all you need, but why not put 2255? But then. If I do true or false, this actually hides the particles. So I think if I do true, I don't have any particles, which is really cool, right? No more particle effects. Really nice for streaming. And also the particle effects just annoy me in general. So not having those is a wonderful addition. I kind of forgot about that, so thanks for reminding me. Just another neat way to play the game, Baby Zombie, we don't got time for you, okay, bud? We're building here. We're working hard. We're thinking about where to put the evil organ. Right, maybe evil organ needs to be up high. EP. No, I got these spaces here. You could put it over here. I'll just build one real quick so I remember, and then I can pick it up and move it. One of the benefits of being creative is I can do whatever I want. I mean, you can move anything anyway in Minecraft. Nothing's got to stay where it is. It's one of the beauties of the game. But actually, if we're gonna make it evil. What kind of block screams evil? Maybe the crimson, right? We're going for evil organ. We could definitely put pipes in the back. And we could use what? Walls for that? Wall? We could go blackstone or the meatloaf. Meatloaf, yeah. We'll go meatloaf. Again, this is a pack made by fans. I did not call it meatloaf. Someone heard me reference Red Nether Brick as a meatloaf once. And now it's forever a meatloaf. We could definitely play with the shape of it here. And really go evil. It needs more space, honestly. This is not enough space for evil. Evil organ. You can sort of see the shape taking hold a little bit. And then we could put... Grab crimson. There, something like that. Maybe we could play at the block palette a little bit, Maybe that's not what we're going for. But it's a good start. And that's what I always say when you're building something. Start with something simple. You don't have to build the most beautiful thing ever built when you first build anything. Doesn't matter if you've been building for years or you're just getting started. Just starting with a shape really helps. And I'll even show you what I mean literally by that. If we go all the way down here, the earliest versions of this creative world, and I do copy them, so I have lots and lots of versions of this world. But if we grab... Maybe this is a good example here. we'll look at a very simple version of the same build, and really see how I iterated it over time. You know, I just started with an outline. I added different spaces and shapes and sizes, squeezed it, punched it out, some stuff out, changed the colors, and ultimately came up with the castle we're looking at now, you know? So, for example, you could sort of see the shape that I was going for over here all that time ago, you know? That same castle, the one we saw there, started as something very humble like this, just an outline. Big towers here, little towers there and there, you know? Then this big wood space that I was sort of imagining, and we got the front door here, right? And I was sort of punching out holes in the walls, trying to give different shapes. And we went from this to this, right? Like I said, you don't need to get it right the first time. Minecraft is a game of infinite possibilities, infinite iterations. A wise man once said, it's not a mistake, it's a happy accident. Well, you can undo any happy accident in Minecraft. And it went from, like I said, that to this. You know? Something maybe a little bit more finished, more complete. More evil. It's not perfect, but it's something, you know? And every time I come to this world, we make some changes, we add some more. And we make it feel more complete, you know? And that's my philosophy for interiors as well, you know? We start with something a little simple, a little basic, then we add more, or we take stuff away until we get somewhere we want to be, right? Just slowly iterating until I'm happy with the build. Like I said, you can keep changing things all you want. Especially in creative, there's no limitations. Keep placing blocks to your heart's content, and then take them away when you don't want them. So with this organ, we don't need the right, perfect shape right now. We just come up with something, and we get in a good idea, and then we sort of theorize, where can I place this? Can I put it here? Can I put it there? Maybe I want it over in the corner somewhere. Maybe I want to make it a centerpiece, yeah? Right? And I think an organ would make an excellent centerpiece of some area. So I need to figure out where that could go, you know? And maybe it's not in here. I mean, we do have more space behind this wall. Over here, right? We got all this other space I haven't decorated yet. So maybe the organ could be over here somewhere, you know? Make it its own dedicated room and make it the whole wall crawling in tubes and different things, right? And even put note blocks in the wall so we can give it some noises to make. I think that could be a lot of fun, right? Like I said, the possibilities are endless in Minecraft. The only limitation is your imagination. And it's the game. It's one of the things that keeps me coming back to this game all the time. Okay, I'm gonna miss a lot of messages. I was too busy monologuing as usual. I did do the 9 o'clock thing. I did. You were the most attention-grabbing streamer I found. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's a very nice compliment. But just think of the things we could do, guys, right? Like I said, we sort of got this cathedral vibe going on with these big glass panes over here. I want to put in some sort of design here. I was thinking it would be funny doing an emoji of some kind. Specifically, like one of these. I have one here. Actually, one of the ones I use in my stream. This one. I think could be funny, like a very simple version of that. Would be a very funny glass pane design. Because I'm not very good with pixel art. It's not my thing, you know? I like the three-dimensionality of Minecraft, taking things into the third dimension. So two-dimensional art really isn't my forte. But think about the things we could do with the window, you know? And I think an organ will complement this really well because of that cathedral vibe we got going on, you know? Like I said, it's evil castle combined with a cathedral, right? So I think fitting it somewhere could work, right? Maybe, right? Okay, I'm saying right a lot. And that's what I do when I'm thinking. But if we could move this, let's just grab some of these blocks. Loom, slab, walls, the meatloaf walls. We could put it, once we get the floor in, so let me put some floor in. And the floor will be here at this level. And maybe I'll change the shape of this wall. But just to get an idea, we could put it here along the wall. And like I said, we could make it so it's like a centerpiece of this area. Oops. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. And again, maybe we don't use that block. Maybe we do. I'm not really feeling the crimson. Crimson's one of the hardest blocks for me to work with, personally. I'm not a big fan. I need to move it forward. It's not forward enough. But, you know. That. Put some blocks in the back. And I gotta be careful placing these guys, because apparently they don't like being placed really fast. Oh. then we could, like I said, we could do something with the organs in the back. I need to look at more pictures of organs. That's one of the other things I'll do when I'm designing something, is I'll look at real examples, right? And organs have got that, you know, classically evil sort of vibe. Every supervillain's got to have an organ somewhere, right? So something like that, it almost looks like a bed. I don't know why. Something like that could be like the general shape we go for, you know? And what if we did a stair there, you know? And then we might have to separate the walls a little bit more from each other. One of the unfortunate things is walls, of course, connect to each other. So what if we used fences, right? And if we go netherrack. There are both walls and fences for this type of block. So instead of the red, we could ditch that, right? And we could go netherrack all the way. My pen just call it meatloaf, but you know, it's netherrack. So now we have alternating pipes for our organ. I mean, look at that. We've already got something, and we haven't even done anything, right? We started somewhere, and we're iterating, yeah? And maybe something like this. And then, like bird hat, we could put a banner there. Banner. We'll just put a placeholder in, maybe a gray one, right? Because it's old and dingy and evil. And then we place that there. So that's like the music sheet, right? And like this is where the stand goes. That's why I made it stairs. And like I said, we can sort of iterate on this a little bit. Hopefully not put holes in our wall. Kind of need those walls to keep the baddies outside. But if we go like that, you know, we got something. Maybe this isn't the final form, but it's some place to start, you know? That kind of looks like an organ. Also, when I say attention grabbing, I mean my ADHD. I have ADHD too, so maybe we're two birds of a feather flocking together at this point. But if we do this, you know, we've got the spikiness we want. Right? Right? I really like that, actually. I'm really happy with that. And then, what else? What else could we do, you know? Do we want to do anything else? Do we want to enhance it a little bit? We ought to sit here and think. I usually run and jump when I'm thinking, but sometimes you gotta really appreciate it. So we're gonna pause here. Now, trust me, I'm still here. I'm thinking. Okay. What if we made it bigger? Let's go into... Okay. So let's go into another world just to practice a little bit. So I'm going to show you how I iterate. We're going to pull up a really interesting program that I pulled up at the very beginning of stream. I know my screen is black. I apologize, but I had to close Minecraft for this to work. It just does not work with Minecraft being open. I tried that earlier and it got mad at me. But if I open up this other program, which will take a moment, I'll actually be able to edit my Minecraft worlds. And we're going to grab that build we just made, that very simple, evil-looking organ, and we're going to take it into another world, and we're going to start copying it and making changes. Because I think we can make it bigger. So, organs in real life. I was trying to think of organs I've seen in real life. I've not seen any, but I've seen videos of organs. They often have multiple levels to them for keyboards, right? And they have lots and lots of the pipes, which is where, you know, pipe organs get their name, pipe organ. So what we can do, I think, is add multiple keyboard levels. I mean, your pay grade, it's definitely not. I use this all the time. If you wonder where all the gamers you see found Amulet, it came from me. Okay, I was the person to let everyone know the Amulet was out there. You know? I was the first one to find this gem because I was looking for a program like this for years. And I've used this particular program to edit almost every one of the worlds I've worked on. But we can grab that piece right there, you know, that thing we just worked on, and we'll open another one of my Minecraft worlds. Let's see, the testing world. Is this one? You can do all sorts of things. And you're right, I could use a structure block, but I thought it'd be just cool to use a program I use all the time. Have you looked at... it's 11 p.m.! Guys, why didn't you tell me? You're letting people forever. I gotta work in the morning or something. Something like that, maybe. But what do I do? What I want to do is I want to place this here. Oh, yeah, right. I could have used a structure block to do this exact same thing. But this is cool too, okay? That's cool. And then I paste it, confirm, and now it's there. And then I could paste it again right next to it. Like that. Now I got two of them, you know? Right next to each other. This might need to move over because I'm going to make it bigger. So let's move it that way, you know? And it's just a little bit near all the redstone stuff, but, you know, we gotta be quick or something because it's way too late now. Not aligned. It's messing with me. There we go. Is that your second time telling me? Well, the chat's been popping off and I missed it. Okay, I'm not used to so many people talking. Okay. 4 unsafe changes. Sure. Yes. I would put fences on the outside because they're smaller, so it'd be fence wall, wall fence. Okay, we definitely try that. And I've copied it into another world, and we could play with the design a little bit. I like to iterate so I can keep the original, so I don't lose the essence of what I've made in case I want to go back. That way, I don't have to change something and they get frustrated because I can't go back. You know, I have a pretty terrible short-term memory, so if I'm going to be working on something, having many versions of it just sitting there in front of me means I can break it and not have to worry about rebuilding it. It works better with redstone that way, but it works just the same when you're building something pretty like this. And what I want to go is here. Why did Streamlabs delete all of my history? It did that when you got your link banned. It's just unfortunately what happens. I did see all your messages, so don't you worry. But it does that every time you get in trouble. You posted a link of some kind, I think. So if we go over here, okay, we're gonna do this real quick, and then we got to end the stream. No, that's the right place for this. I thought I put it over there. So someone said, I think it was Bloody said, what did Bloody? Bird says you were at 2 hours of streaming earlier. Oh, yeah, I see now. It's on the outside. No, I think we already have that, right? Those are the fences on the outside. So what I was thinking, now that we have 2 versions, is let's delete this. Make sure grab that. Maybe actually grab this. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Then what like I said, what I'm thinking is we could go something like this, where we have our first set of keyboards, and then we have a second set of keyboards right above that, you know? And then we could have the sheet music on top. So now we've made it bigger, taller, actually. Then we could go like this. The lectern is what they call. And, you know, we could use a lectern. Oh, the red lectern is it's really tall and it doesn't have if it was like a full block in the middle, I would not be as hesitant to use it. We could try that, you know. I don't know if that's gonna work though. Fill this in just for now. But now we have all of a sudden a much bigger keyboard, right? Sort of like an organ does. Like I said, they have multiple keyboards because they have just so many things to play. Like that. And then maybe like that. I could also cover it up on the side here. And And they often also have feet pedals. I don't know if we're going to be able to do feet pedals in Minecraft. And like I said, we're running out a little bit of time here. But I don't know. Something like that might work as like a feet pedal temporary thing. I try to redirect you, but I don't have permission to redirect you on YouTube. Were you streaming on YouTube, Wilties? I'll have to figure that out. I don't know how the redirection works on YouTube. If you've been streaming on YouTube this whole time, if you are, I might have to redirect you in the future, because I've been looking for that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm also streaming at YouTube at the exact same time to let you guys know. I'm just not used to the YouTube streaming scene, you know? I'm a beast with streaming on Twitch, but YouTube, I feel a little lost, if I'm being honest. Look at that. And we could iterate on the back as well. Like I said, we're gonna make it bigger. So I don't know. Something like this. It feels like it has even more. Those are kind of hard to see, honestly. But you multi-stream every time. You must be a multi-stream master. I guess that makes sense. I was looking at your channel, Will, and I did see you had some of that on there. I don't know why I didn't click that. That's what you were doing. That makes sense, though. I need people to redirect to on YouTube, you know? I got places to send all my Twitch peeps, but I don't got any places to send the YouTube peeps. And I need to figure out how to make the redirecting work. Maybe you have the advice then. Maybe you are the sage wisdom MrFearless needs at this hour for redirecting on YouTube. Is this better than that? I don't know. But we're iterating, right? We're just testing things out to really see what we could do. We have multiple keyboards now, and it definitely feels taller. Maybe that would look better if we deleted that. You know? Yeah, we could put them a block lower. Would that work? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then I want to figure out a way to make it make noise, you know? Maybe there'll be some redstone magic. Pressure plates or something? There's something here to do that, right? Like if we... And I know I'm streaming too long. I've been bad. I'm sorry, guys, okay? I've been bad. But I'm just too excited. If I put... Well, I mean, oops. But if I put it there... It would kind of work. You know, I could put redstone underneath that in the middle. Just grab it from one of my million redstone contraptions over here. Like that. Oh, and we had to get rid of our hoe. What a travesty. But if we put that there... Maybe I'll bring it out close to me so I can actually see if it's working. I mean, it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. If I go... Yeah. There's ways to get redstone output. I mean, maybe we could do a skulk. Something or other. I was playing with skulk stuff. Over here. I'm not a skulk stoner, unfortunately. So I don't really know what's going on. I need to read up more on these guys. But maybe we could do something skulk, right? And then it would also make weird creaky noises. And I think that'd be perfect for an evil organ. Whoever came up with that idea, I had to look back and chant. Whoever said evil piano. I think you were definitely one of the winners of today's stream. There have been so many good ideas. I think it was Magic Man that came up with, like, the different lighting sources we could use as well. Studio, settings, community. I'll do it right now. So generally, I think the calibrated skulk sensor allows you to input different noises into it, so it only responds to a single noise, rather than the regular one that will respond to whatever noise you put into it. So that's like, I think that's generally the idea. I might do a tutorial on it. I think skulk sensors are a wonderful way to do wireless redstone. They're just so obtuse, kind of like a lot of redstone components are. Some of them are super, super weird, but once you grasp them, you know, you can do so much with them, you know? Like, like that. I think you can even do a repeater there rather than a comparator. But I was trying to do some secret door designs with it. I need to figure out exactly... Oh, I got trapped. Now that's one of the problems with my design. It eats you. You probably don't want to get eaten by your secret door. But, you know, something like this might work, where you're, like, dancing on top of it, and then it plays music. It'll also make, you know, the creaky noise, which I said I think could add to the evil vibes of it. But I think this is, like, a really good start for our evil organ. I think we got something here that we could really play with in a lot of interesting ways. But unfortunately, I can't stream forever. I know. It'd be great if I could. But I do have work in the morning. And it's 11 p.m. now, and I need to be up at 8. So I got like an hour to get to bed before I need to wake up in the morning. So let me quickly fix my channel dashboard settings. I accidentally closed Minecraft, but you know, I think it'll still display it for a second there. And just because I don't want to forget. 5 hours time check. I know I've been bad. I know. Why do I gotta go bed? Can't we just stay up all night streaming Minecraft? Why do I gotta be an adult? That's, you know, being adult sucks, guys. Don't do it. Stay young forever. Okay. What did Will say? Settings. Community. All channels. Why? I subscribe to you, Will. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to redirect me, because I definitely subscribed to your channel. Okay, all channels can redirect me now. I had to do that on Twitch anyway, because someone tried to raid into me, and they're like, I can't raid into you. And I'm like, why? Because I have my settings set up strangely. Okay, so now it should work. If anyone wants to redirect into my YouTube stream, it should work. And yes, whoever gave Will a shout out, thank you. Will is an amazing streamer. I've been following him for years. Go check him out. And I don't think the shout out worked earlier for Off the Rails. So while we're ending the stream here, I will give a shout out to Off the Rails as well. They rated me earlier. They have also been amazing. They're always my late night streaming watch. Them and Will. Been following them since practically I started streaming. They're amazing people. And one of my favorite things about streaming is getting to share my community with the communities of other streamers, you know? Community is one thing that drives us together, and it just makes streaming so much better. Okay, there's my end screen. I forgot the button for a second. Is it going to play my credits, or am I going to have to force them? No, I did it! It's because of viewers like you that these streams are possible. I know this sounds scripted. It's not. I've just done this a million times. I've been streaming for eternity. So, thank you for the wonderful followers, Nathan, Bloody, Mars, and Magic Man, for joining our amazing community here today. And also special thanks, to our wonderful moderators who help keep these streams safe. I wish this also said all the bits that were played today using all the crazy noises. Gary and Aaron were the primary antagonists. Maybe I should have an antagonist side of my stream that says all the people who cause trouble with the bits and stuff. Like I said, communities make the world a better place. So why not share the community with other amazing streamers? And with that, we're going to be raiding into, you know, let's see. IGN says LIVESTREAM is streaming, and I've never raided into them before, actually, you know? So maybe it's time to show our wonderful community to a new streamer. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know if they're new to streaming. They're probably not, but they're new to me, so that counts. Let's pull them out. Let's see what they're up to. Gotta spy on them a little bit, you know? Just proper. Okay, they are still streaming. Occasionally I'll raid into someone who's about to end their stream, and then I feel bad. Because you don't get the full experience of what the streamer has to offer. Like I said, it's all about community, you know? So let's go show off our amazing community to another streamer. I need to hit the raid button. Thank you who shouted out Off the Rails. Like I said, go check them out. They rated us earlier. They're wonderful people. Go give them all the support and love you can. Them and Will, like I said, have been following forever. I can vouch that they're amazing. Hit the raid button. Sorry, YouTube, I haven't figured that out yet. I would love to raid you to someone too. Maybe when I get enough people that I know are streaming at regular times, we can do that. And hopefully we can get redirects ourselves, you know? That's actually my secret for finding more people to raid into. Usually they raid into me and I'm like, that's an amazing person I can find. Okay. Stop labbing and actually do the raids. Goodbye, YouTube. Take care, guys.